Yesterday it was no SMG. It was
SMG,
SMG.
right?
They
Yeah.
were perma banning Uranus.
Yeah, they just don't know how to handle that because they are so used to split push potential,
Your
and
team
the only
is
one that
banning.
actually messes up the entire momentum or even the game flow of the tempo of the game is heroes like Uranus, because like if you don't play a Tamus, it's kind of messed up. And not to mention, we know SMG, they have two assassin players,
Yeah.
and they don't exactly want to play Tamus here because it's a entirely different story of a playstyle compared to assassins.
Your
Oh, it
team
was
is
SG.
picking.
So Farsa and
Yeah, they have to
Cecilia.
respect that. They have to respect that because like the Sicilian coming in from Aaron was very annoying as well. The Tyrant string, the
Your
four-man Tyrant,
team
three-man
is
Tyrant
picking.
strings to set up with the cycling squad to make it all four, gave them a shock for their life. But Orange Esports was not ready here. But seems to me they're going to be prioritizing the Link again. But at the same time, Evos SG has the option to pick the job
Kufra,
if they want to.
Oh, it was actually
Your
going
team
back
is
to
picking.
another,
Grok.
what do you call it? A more standard opening, right? It reminds me of Boss School, slightly of Toad Up because of more team oriented, and it also makes sure that you're safe against the Link as well. So last game, I believe Orange Esport had the Kufra, but this time it's going to be on Evo's SG's side.
Yes. But at the same time here, now Grok is going to be superior from side Orange Esports. They do not have the Cecilia here. They have to switch up the strategy here. But it seems to me they are going to be picking the Carmilla. Okay, I like
Your
that.
team
Evos
is
actually did
picking.
ban it in the first game here.
Yep.
Now they are going to be picking the Carmilla. So a little bit more sustains and tankability here. But at the same time, Evos actually, they've shown their hands. Kufra and Diggy as the two supports here. I don't think the Yuri is going to be playing in the play anymore. I don't think it's going to exist anymore.
I mean, if they pick Uranus, it also means that Forza and Odibambi have to play hyper carry, and they need to have a really good game. So yeah, I agree. I don't think Uranus is going to be in the picture. It will be the Tamus
That's
instead.
the thing, Husky. They played the Uranus just now, like how they played the Tamus, right?
Yeah.
So they needed an offlaner, and I feel like Tamus fits the picture.
Yeah,
They might play the exact same thing again coming from Evos SG.
I think you also kind of deny the Uranus pick from Orange Esports
Your
as
team
well.
is banning.
Yeah, I was about to. I wanted to say, Evos actually can pick the Harif. It deals pretty well with all these three heroes, but Orange Esports ban it out. Pretty smart ban. I like it.
They still have the Lunox for Bambi. He's been known for his Lunox for a period of time, but Esmeralda is kind of like the niche pick as
It's
well.
pretty iffy though.
Yeah, it's definitely iffy for me as well.
I mean, if you pick the Esmeralda into Orange Esports, there's a higher chance of you
team is
dying by
picking.
diving in like that. I
True,
don't.
but there is the time journey to work around it, but it depends. It depends on how they're gonna play.
Lunox.
But seems to me, yeah, they're gonna stick
Your
with
team
Lunox for
is
Bambi.
picking.
I definitely
Orange-
prefer the Lunox more.
Yeah.
You have the brilliance to kind of deal with Link if he just dives you like that.
Not to mention to actually negate Carmilla's ability to actually soak up his regen as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because, yeah, if you like club up as 3, you just pop the ultimate from Carmilla, you pop the first skill with the breastplate available and Oracle, boom, full HP. So it's kind of like a hybrid thing, but it's super hard to actually pull it off. But it seems to me, Orange Esports, old school, jaw
Your
head
team
support,
is
and also
picking.
no, wait, what? Wait,
Jaw?
they don't have a mage. They don't have a mage from Orange Esports,
Is
except for
this-
Carmilla.
Is this a Carmilla?
No way. No way. Carmilla mage?
No.
Like, no.
No. So
No.
they're foregoing the mage.
Wait, they're just gonna go all in right now, like from the get-go. Because if you drag this late game, Evos actually has enough utilities to deal with all the physical damage burst that Orange Esports is coming.
And they're all horrible against Lunox's magic damage as well.
Exactly.
Bruno.
Okay, this is interesting. Evos
Uh,
SG, then lock in Bruno for
This is
Fossa.
scary. This is scary. Like,
Okay.
uh.
I mean, it's interesting.
Okay. This is a different kind of strategy, but I don't know. They're banging on the map control thing because like Grok creep clear amazing, Xbox creep clear amazing, team fight potential. They have Jawhead as a lockdown as well. They have the full composition. The only thing they're lacking is magical damage, but I don't know. We shall see because they are the pros. We are here to analyze. But ladies and gentlemen, here this is going to be Evos actually going up against Orange Esports Report game number 2 here. Orange Esports. With this draft here, Husky, I'm worried. I'm really worried right now. Because experience plays a huge factor in this kind of league tournaments, and Evos SG is in this case has the upper hand against Orange Esports.
Yeah, and I think for this one, I want to see how Orange Esports perform with this draft, right? The game is ready. We can jump in. Game 2 between Evos SG. Between Evos SG and Orange Esports Reborn. Orange Esports known to be chaotic from time to time, and this is perfect for that occasion. But I'm not sure if it's going to work out in the long run. We'll see.
Well, you're right here because why? Carmilla is actually going for the magic emblem instead. So
okay,
damage is going to be coming from Aaron. And I'm not sure how it's going to be bursting anyone here as compared to Bambi's burst, but still, we shall find out. Silo going to be going for a couple pokes here. Evos SG, they want to stick as 3-man in the middle here. They want to prioritize on this mid control before actually diversifying, hoping to get a couple of lucky kills.
I feel like you are just surrendering a lane by running Carmilla as a mage. And sure, you have good wave clear, but if they're all sticking together like this, then Evos SG, they are already trying to control other.
I think they're going to bang on the Camilla's passive as well, just steal off whatever armor that they have, and then hope that your team just bursts down. But in this case here now, they're going to go for a nice flame shot coming from Lund, and then a second one as well. They're hiding it away, and Orange Esports, Aaron dropping a little bit too low here. Bambi wants going for the kill, and fortunately for him, he does have life steal here. It used to be Evos SG.
What?
The bombs!
Oh my goodness! He actually set the bomb up in the other side of the map, I believe.
He set up the bomb. Oh my god! He walked right into it. That's
holy cow!
Trap mine right there.
That's a 200 IQ from Lund.
Wow.
But I say, yeah, like zero. Like, what can Aaron contribute in that scenario? I'm not sure as of now. But Silo, found Bruno, eject him. Here comes the smart missile. Foresight able to dash away, but today the Guardians barrier. Yes, they do. Mao is gonna collapse onto him and kill him off.
Needs it here. He does have both the red and the blue buff here, so Mao is going to be all eggs in the basket from Orange Esports. If Evos actually kills him right now, Orange Esports is in some trouble. But here comes Mao again. He's going to abuse it here. He's going to burst down Bambi. Instantly gets shut down as well. Stained by Mom. And now Lund forced to retreat. Evos actually 2-2 right now. And Orange Esports, this drop is actually working out for them.
Yeah, and I like how Mom always knows where to go. How to prioritize, getting the kills in. That's what Ma did in game 1, which got him such a huge advantage come mid game. We'll see if he can repeat that success, because I feel like if Orange Esports wants to run this draft, Ma needs to do the same thing as he did in game 1.
Now Mom going to go putting the map here. He's going to decide here. Meanwhile, on the top side as well, we can see on the minimap itself here, Soul is already going to be cutting a creep wave, similar to how he plays the Uranus in game number 1. Bambi is going to bottom side here, but instead, Soul gets punished here with a 3-man group up from Orange Esports as Drango gets the kill.
Yeah, Orange Esports, they still sticking together to get those kills onto Evos SG, but there's all this kind of negligible pickups. You are still looking at Evos SG's scores, which are having, I wouldn't say the best time, but in a decent position.
And Drango now going to be cutting creep wave as well. Yes, he fares well against the combos as well in terms of long range, in terms of the sustainability department here. Drango, I don't know, Xbox is not like in the meta for me, honestly speaking, but creep here without doubt is really strong. But now it's trying to contest the great buff. Can they get it? But the wall charge gets cancelled. Mom is gonna make a run for it here, but the flame shot doesn't connect. Bossa, he wants to finish him off here, but Mom casually walks past the
they found Bambi though,
and it's gonna be fine.
Bambi goes into the brilliant. Flame shot comes out. Bambi, he's not gonna get out, is he? He gets out. They kill out Mao. But Mar is looking for Bambi. He should be able to kill him up. Yes, he does. But at a bigger price though. They lose 3 members on the side of Orange.
Oh, the clutch time journey from Lund saves the day. What a play there. He delayed the inevitable, but at the same time bought enough time for Evos to get the punish towards the backlines of Orange Esports. But meanwhile, Drango is going to try and salvage his fight. But here comes Soul. He's going to try and push it back here, but Tamos is just so strong. Xbox needs to be careful. Drango.
Firaga armor gone.
And now Soul, does he have enough damage? But looks like he will back off instead.
Yeah, so he managed to destroy the Firaga armor, means that he should be able to protect that tier 1. Yes, he does. Evos SG, they managed to hold on. It's a great trade. They got 3 members. Unfortunately, not Mal though. Mal still able to kill off Odia Bambi, as Bambi was kind of isolated. But here comes Silo. Smart missile goes on the line, tries to toss him back, but the reverse time actually bought some distance line with the time journey. Will bring his to safety, but Mal will kill him out regardless. Auto of Brilliance is there, but Ma is ready for round number 2. Gets knocked back by the flame shot. Tempest of Blades gets used as well. Not able to claim Bambi, but Drango does manage to kill off Soul.
But on the top side as well, Mal and Aaron been making work here. JPL trying to make a play from Evos SG, but he's all by himself. Where's the backup here? Here comes JPL with the flicker, bought it on time, so that's gonna be a close call. But Orange Esports is still on the bottom side here. But here comes the Diggy. Lun hiding in the trees.
CeeLo has flicker
Is he
though.
gonna come? But no commitment yet here. 4 people on Evos SG, no backup available, and they're in no situation to contest Orange Esports yet.
They can't commit because Lun has no time journey as of yet. And you don't really want to fight into Orange Esports without that ability. JPL, Iron's Revenge is ready, but no, they decided to call it off.
Taking a chill pill here, Evos SG losing the economy department here. Orange Esports somehow managed to always stack up their
Turtle
economy,
resurrecting
but
soon.
it feels to me, Evos SG, they want to play from behind here, hoping the late game they were able to achieve the damage output that they need. But still, for now, Orange Esports, they're just going to go run rampant with whatever drop they have. Lun getting focused down, he's getting surrounded here. Bambi also brilliant. Diggy instantly gets person down. Bambi getting surrounded as well. And it's going to be a double kill for Mao from behind JPL. Where's the follow-up? Force out of the door. Blade Tempest coming out from Mao. He's going to go back off instead. Here comes So and JPL. He's going to finish off the rest member. But the flicker from Mao catches on the whip. And Orange Esports, they lose only 2. They get a 2-for-2 trade. And Evos somehow manages to go for the trades. But on the bottom side as well.
Yeah, the split push coming in from Grango. Mao still caught up by JPL with the bouncing ball, but they don't have damage, so it's gonna buy some time. Grango should be able to get that tier 2 in the bottom lane. Yes, so not able to reach that in time, but Forza was playing pinball with the ultimate just now. It bounced amongst 4 members. They were able to trade 2 in return, so that was kind of okay. Unfortunately, Ma still survives, so it was actually they want to go for this turtle and they will secure it. It goes over to Forza, but Orange Esports comes for the collapse. Time getting used as well. They will give up JPL.
Link has been a force to be reckoned with here. Orange Esports showing Evos SG do not disrespect Mao's Link. 6 kills so far with the Bounty Hunter. He's going to try and apply even more pressure. Evos SG, they have to back up. Forza is a little bit too far. The insanity is there. The stuns from Camila catches on Forza. Can he survive? No time journey. He gets person out. Aaron's right in front of his face. But on the backlines as well. Silo, they're going to be focusing on Soul. He's super tanky. Do they able to peel them off? He's so tanky and they are forced to back off Orange Esports. They get the important kill. They lose Aaron, but Forza is down for the count and Mao is still alive.
Wow, so much commitment, but they only got 1 in return. Wouldn't say that it's completely worth, but props to Evos SG, able to survive in that situation. That definitely has to be careful because one of the biggest counters to the Diggy is definitely the Link. And Mara is constantly looking for the Lunox, for the Bruno, for the Diggy. 6-0 so far, a start just like game 1, what Orange Esports needed. You just need to maintain that lead.
Exactly, but Bob now trying to be a little bit cheeky here. He tries to steal the red buff, but unfortunately to say, he's all by himself. He doesn't want to overextend his stage. JPL is already going for the wraparound. They see Aaron from JPL, and Aaron pops the first kill here. He's gonna try to steal for the game here. They need force out with the red buff. Mom is holding it in. He's waiting for the right moment. They're gonna put back off instead, so that's gonna be red buff secured. JPL from behind tries to catch the Link. Unfortunately to say, Mao will escape on the whip.
Now, Orange Esports bought some time for Grango to split push, but So is there to match the aggression. Guardian's Barrier comes in, and Orange Esports will secure that tier 1 in the middle lane. And this is where CeeLo has the flicker, so all eyes are on this Jawhead. He might, if he catches the course off, I think they can assassinate the course immediately, especially Forza, who has the flicker to work with, but unlike Lunox, no Order of Brilliance kind of skill for this hero.
Soon.
Yep, as of now here, Grango on the Export uncontested here. Finally has the Rose Gold Meteor, so it's going to be more sustainable on the lanes here. So USG might have a little bit trouble with the Export here, but now solo turtle coming in from Mao. Mao does have all the buffs available. Evos SG, they have to be careful here. There's going to be a lot of bursts coming in from this Link. He does have the Blade of Despair and the Endless Battle as well.
Ooh, glowing 1 now purchased by Aaron. Evos SG, they need to defend this top tier 2. JPL is there alongside with Soul. The rest of Evos SG will join in. Mom has to dash away with the wild charge. Orange Esports forced to disengage, but they immediately make a rotation to the middle lane. So Evos SG, they need to answer 2 structures at once. They clear middle lane, top lane though in jeopardy, and Orange Esports will claim it.
Yep, at the same time here, Grango will be applying the pressure as well, but Aaron, despite having only the glowing 1 here, Evos SG, they're just afraid of their output here. I'm surprised the magic emblem up on Carmilla is working out for them. Grango now has the bomb flag. Viraga armor bursts down, but he still has immortality here. But on the bottom side as well, Silo trying to make a play from Orange Esports. Because SG, They are riding on the momentums of Orange Esports right now. They're responding to every move.
Yeah, and this is what Evos actually needs to do. You kind of need to keep track of where Orange Esports is, because now they are in the top lane and all 5 members of Evos SG, no one is there. They're leaving. This top inhibitor is going to go down. They do manage to pick up CeeLo though. Mao will take the structure away, so not here in time. Mao now needs to get away, and he does leap to safety. They were not able to claim anything. Evos SG.
My goodness, they are backing off indeed here. They lose an inhibitor, but Gringo tries to steal the blue buff. Evos, Dunox, he needs to make a play here. Bambi, can he do it here? There's only 2 guys, but now the Dunox does secure the blue buff, but no commitment so far from Evos. Quick flicker coming from Gringo.
This superior macro game from Orange Esports. They were able to get the split push in, and they found Soul. If Soul dies, it's going to be super bad, but guess what? A great Tyrant's Revenge. They're going to kill off the Carmilla, but Mao will be able to get out to safety.
Mao is definitely going to be the key hero here for the side of Evos as he's taken him out here. He's been a huge factor. At the same time, Gregor has been applying pressure time and time again. Can they do this here? Tyrant's Rage. Nope, doesn't connect. Seems good, but Orange Esports, they're opening the map, and Mao is still uncontested right now. He's not died a single time. And Evos SG, they're trying to drag this as long as they can.
They need to. Sure. They need to drag the game. They need to drag the game for Bambi and Fossa to come online, as Mom goes for the face check. Not able to be pulled back by the reverse time. Immune to crowd control. That is the perks of face checking with a Grog. And Mom's just going to keep repeating this. They will secure the Lord though. It's pretty obvious to Evos SG that Orange Esports is doing the Lord, and Evos is just going to concede that. There's no way they can contest.
The Trunket up on Bambi, same goes for Meteor on Fossa as well. A little bit more sustainability, but the Lord will be secure for Orange Esports. And people were saying before, Orange Esports one of the most scariest teams to expect here, and they're giving Evos SG a run for their money now.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Evos SG is having so much problem dealing with Orange Esports, but props to Orange Esports for putting out such an amazing fight. And now with the Lord in their favor, they should be able to take down at least another inhibitor turret, as Mal just waiting. Bambi and JPL though, they're sticking together. If they kill off Mao, Evos actually will have a chance to come back.
Yep. At the same time here, Orange Esports, Rango, they have not died a single time yet as well. So it's going to be a tough one to actually kill him off. Evos SG, they have to defend against this here. JPL, Gufra getting pushed back now, losing the tier 2s as well. The Lord's going to be knocking on the top side as well. Evos SG, they might actually lose this game. Orange Esports
Trying to go for the win. Evos SG, they need to defend this, but Mao dives right in. Tempest Blade comes out along with a great time journey. They need to kill Mao, can they though? Look at the Stalkers for Orange Esports. They're going for the main objective. They need to kill out the Crystal. Evos SG need to kill out the Lord. They do. They managed to get the immortality up from Gregor. Last Teddy just come out. It gets broken up. Fragile armor is gone, and so goes for retaliation. Evos actually mounts in superior defense, and they will take 3 from Orange Esports. They hold on with their dying breaths.
Overextension coming from Orange Esports, rushing the crystal, and they get punished heavily here. Evos actually is there, but here comes Mao trying to burst out. Blade Tempest is there. Fossa is still available. Can he burst him down in time here? The bouncing balls are there, but they can't seem to touch Mao here. It's just so quick here. Mom is there. Fossa needs a little bit more items, but like you said, they still manage to hold on. Evos SG, they're not giving up yet.
Yep, definitely not the end for Evos SG yet, but Mal is definitely the main issue. He's one-shotting all these squishy members from the side of Evos SG, and I think without Mal, Evos SG can definitely be a bit more greedy to go for those objectives. But the next push from Orange Esports might be the final push to end it all. They just need one more Lord.
This is interesting here, Husky. They're giving Mao all the time red buffs and blue buffs to one-shot everyone, and it's been working out for them. And the rest of them, they don't exactly need buffs, but at the same time, this is where experience comes into play. Evos SG, they're setting up shop. Will they be able to fight against Orange Esports? Orange Esports, they're giving them a run for their money here, and Aaron, can he make the plays here?
If you're Evos SG right now, you need to be the one to pull the trigger. You cannot wait for Orange Esports to crash into your base once more. They will take your turrets, and the next Lord will just end the game. So Evos SG, they need to be the initiators. They need to be the proactive ones, and they're trying to look for those opportunities now. So Sports of Grango, not the target that you want to go for. So he's just going to buy time for the rest of his team. But Orange Esports, if they continue to do this to push the wave in, then Evos SG might not be able to make it out. And now Elias Sandy comes in, Mom is there as well. 4 members on top of So. He can't die, but he does. Here comes JBL for the re-engage, but they get blocked out by the Guardian's Barrier though. Evos SG, they might be forced to take this fight and give out the turret in the middle lane, but they get nothing in return.
No, my goodness, here Evos SG so a little bit far off. Here comes the ejector from Silo, gets pulled back as well.
Oh my goodness!
Ooh, and Bambi as well. Bursting him down with the Darkening, and they're looking for more. That's going to be a 1-for-1 trade here. That's the kill that they needed here. And at the same time, Orange Esports, they're still holding on. Same goes for Evos SG. This middle tower is still going to stand. 40 seconds left before the Lord comes in. They have to make another play. Silo is going to be on the sideline for 30 seconds, so 10 seconds for them. And this is going to be an opportunity here. Do they contest the Lord, or do they still play the base defense?
I think they need to they need to be proactive. They need to push out the wave and get a pick off onto Orange Esports, because I don't think they can defend against the second Lord, especially when it is enhanced. So Evos SG, they managed to defend that mid inhibitor turret, which is the best case scenario for them, but they're definitely not out of the woods yet.
Definitely. At the same time, Mao is going to wait for the buffs here, but as of now, Evos SG, there are 5 men available. Silo just respawn from the base as well from Orange Esports. They're choking them in the base, so might be in some trouble, but Grango also getting forced out, but the Lord has just spawned. You can see Mao already making his way towards the Lord. Evos SG, they have to make a play. Do they push in or do they push out? Because currently there's 3 members blocking their charades here. As you can see, the Jawhead and Mao already focusing. Lord is already on half HP. Evos SG is now or never. It's too late. Lord has been taken here. Orange Esports, they're going in again. JPL trying to make some kind of plays, but it's not working out.
Orange Esports just need to be disciplined and wait for the Lord to come crashing in, and they can end the game, no problem. I think they definitely this game is theirs to lose. If they were not able to end this game, then it's either Evos actually play amazingly in terms of defense, or Orange Esports got impatient, because at this point, at this stage of the game, it feels like it's almost impossible to not break the crystal with this Lord.
Definitely here, but at the same time, Camilla is also going a lot more damage here. So Evos SG, if you pay attention to items here, the only magical defense item is only the Curse Hammer, which is up on Kufra. So slowly but surely, this Camilla is going to rack up a lot of damage over time if Evos SG is not too careful about this.
It was actually I'm trying to find a way for them to hold on to this. Because one of the ways for them to defend is to push out of the base, but it's impossible when Orange Esports have all 3 lanes shoved in. Their best bet is to defend against Destructive, but Orange Esports is just going to brute force their way to take out this mid inhibitor, and they will do so. So Evos SG, they need to make sure the Lord doesn't crash in. 2 lanes for them to defend, and then at the same time want to deal with Jawhead as well.
Okay, the time journey being based out as well. The Lord is going to come in. Insanity coming from Orange Esports. They're going to go for it. Bambi pops the brilliance here. He's going to back off. JPL half HP, but he goes down. He gets bursted down from Mao, and the legendary for them. The Lord still has 2 more bars. Bambi will get caught out with this. Soul from the side, getting focused down. The Crystal is going to be exposed, and they will lose this game. And Orange Esports takes game number 2 with a convincing fashion. And oh my Husky, I was so skeptical of the Camilla pick, but guess what? They proved me wrong.
I don't want to say Orange Esports played fantastically, but I just want to point out that Evos SG definitely did have a lackluster performance in that game. I feel like it shouldn't have been that way, but well, it ended up there. It's just props to Mao. The Ling was just out of control. Maybe Evos SG needs to consider banning out the Ling in that next game.
It might actually happen here. Both games in a row, Evos SG was struggling, was dealing up against the Ling themselves, and because of that Ling, Mao was just out of his mind. And without the Forza, you can see like Bambi was struggling most of the time in game number 2 with the Lunox pick, and I feel like it was a really tough time for them. Like they were just getting snowballed everywhere. And I talked about the creep clear control, right? Grok is amazing with creep clear. Export is amazing with creep clear. They played the entire momentum on Evos SG, despite not having magical damage, but they just played the lane perfectly.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the stats from game number 2, because Evos SG definitely dropped the ball right there. It was kind of looking good. It was looking good for Orange. Evos SG managed to defend the base. They made some incredible plays. But at the end of the day, it's just the Ling. I feel like if you take the Ling out of the equation, Evos SG can just easily mow over Orange Esports. So maybe game 3, we're going to see a change in the bans. The Harry ban from Orange Esports was definitely one of the factors as well. You deny Bambi from one of his strongest heroes.
Yeah, most of the mage will kind of ban off as well, which is kind of unfortunate considering that Evo set the tempo by banning the Farsa. But that's the thing, right? That's the beauty of Mobile Legends. Anything can go, and